I fell out of my chair because this video will blow you away, guys. And if it does, please like today's video. And I'm not even kidding, right? There's a connection to Donald Trump, XRP, the Purge, an event that could be brewing sometime not too far in the distant future, and as well as perhaps the collapse, an economy boom. Archaix is involved, so let's talk about it. And we actually called this a long time ago too. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.96, just ranging. But today's video, it's more so unique, guys, okay? And this kind of got me like creeped out, because this is my, I think, first time hearing about this. So Trump condemned for suggesting one really violent day to combat crime, which it's all going to make sense in a little bit, guys. Let's try to connect the dots, okay? And now Trump says this, not me, not somebody else, the president of America 11 months ago. So coming down here, Donald Trump has been accused of invoking plot lines similar to The Purge, a dystopian horror film in which officially sanctioned unaliving is occasionally legal as a possible solution to crime in the United States, after saying it could be eradicated in one really violent day. This comes from the horse's mouth, by the way, not me, right? So what is the purge? So, however, the country is a dystopia which observes an annual event known as, quote, the purge, in which all crime, including unaliving, is legal for a 12-hour period. So I've never seen this movie, guys. I probably should, because it seems like this event, I'm not kidding, could literally be on the horizon. Okay, now how would we know that it has been confirmed that it will be on the horizon? I don't know when, but Donald Trump like in plain sight said it out loud, by the way. Now guys are third member of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is quite interesting. Yes, you got it right. From Mr. Poole, what is that mask? The Purge mask. Okay, they wear masks such as these to keep their identity hidden. Okay, so if they do anything that is not morally correct, and then when the Purge event is completed, guys, they'll go back to their normal life, being normal, right? Not thinking about anything. And people wouldn't know who they are either, because anybody who's involved in the purge, I believe, wears a purge mask. Now, what's so interesting about this Poole drop, it happened on February 27th. The exact same time, he posted these two other tweets within the same posts, guys. Look at that. Okay, it's an emergency, red alert. Look at this. The purge isn't over. We literally talked about this how long ago, guys? Right, a long time ago, literally back in 2022. Okay, so let's go back to Donald Trump here. And remember, we talked about all of this, which Mr. Poole called for years ago, before Trump even said anything about the purge, right? Or ending crime. And then he over here he says, let's say there is no more policing for a certain time limit. Right, and it'll happen overnight as well, which is odd, guys. But why? Why is he suggesting this? Right, possibly to release everyone's negative emotions. I don't know, but listen to this.
The liberal left wants to destroy him, and they want to destroy our country. You know, if you had one day, like one real rough, nasty day with the drugstores, as an example, where when they start walking out with, you know, she created something in San Francisco, $950.
So he said, if you had really one rough day, one very violent day, okay, then he goes in a side tangent here, but wait.
You're allowed to steal, but they have to be taught. Now, if you had one really violent day, like a guy like Mike Kelly, put him in charge, Congressman Kelly, put him in charge for one day. Mike, would you say, he's right here, He's a great congressman. Would you say, Mike, that if you were in charge, you would say, oh, please, don't touch them, don't touch them, let them rob your store. Let all these stores go out of business, right? They don't pay rent, then the city doesn't have money. It's a chain of events that's so bad. One rough hour, and I mean real rough, the word will get out and it will end immediately. End immediately. You know, it'll end immediately.
So yes, he basically just stated, guys, that if we had one really rough day, one very violent day full of crime, okay, which correlates back to The Purge, the movie, which I've never watched, so I probably should. It's going to end crime in as a whole, guys, right? But how would that make sense? I don't know, but that's so crazy because literally, I think this video I created was back in April 5th of 2023. And within this video, what did we talk about back in 2023? Let's see here. We literally talked about The Purge. Okay? Right here. Now, which connected back to Trump, right? The election year. So, this video was influenced by this channel, Archaix, guys, because this video just randomly popped up on my recommended feed, and I'm like, oh, let me check this out because I have watched a few of his videos before, and he's gotten things correct in the past, guys. I'm like, what's this? Right, The Purge. He says The Purge has begun. 2025 unfolding of the second seal. Okay, I believe the first seal he connected it back to the 2020 event. Okay, there are certain seals, or I don't know how many seals, but there are sets of seals, guys, that needs to unfold before the year 2040, and that's where I think the Phoenix phenomenon happens, as he says. Now, I watched like throughout the halfway, guys, point. Now, look what it says here, guys. Okay, look what he says here. Talking about The Purge once again. He just uploaded this video. I don't have it in the description below if you guys would like to investigate further, but I'm going to gather a few clips here so we could just skim through.
And his role is to take peace from the earth. Did that just not happen? In the movie The Purge, they specifically show this scene right here in The Purge. Look at all this fire. Look at this fire. This fire destroyed, as you see right here, the city of Salem. What does Salem mean? Peace. There's a lot of little drops. There's a lot of little.
So Salem means peace, guys, and they destroyed Salem, right? Which comes back to peace. Which in that 12 hour period, guys, we could honestly see this happen, right? Which Archaix believes that there is a possibility here, right? It's a second seal unfolding as we speak. So let's fast forward a little bit to 27.
America great again, but people weren't calling it MAGA back then. It was just a slogan. Let's make America great again. It didn't be
right. Literally, the movie Purge, guys, says keep America great. What's Trump saying? MAGA, right? Make America great again. Isn't that weird? The connection between the two. So yes, Trump is probably going to bring upon this event, right? What's crazy to me is Mr. Poole has been talking about this Purge for I don't know how long now, right? Look at this, The Purge. It's all smoky, guys. It gets probably pretty hectic here, right? Here's a few more Purge smiles. Stay safe. More smiley faces, right? The Purge masks.
Come MAGA, MAGA till later on. But this movie came out while he was campaigning, Trump. And one of the themes in the movie's right here. The film's very tagline, keep America great. You got to pay attention to that predictive programming.
Oh, right. I forgot to say that, guys. Everything is subliminal messaging, right? And predictive programming. They say it in plain sight. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. Everything has already been stated, guys. Okay, given to us on a silver platter. So the question is, could this event be brewing? Could be happening in a not too distant future, right?
Here's the new founders order right here, real similar to the Great Seal of the United States. Now,
I'm guessing this was in the movie, The Purge.
what's the main difference here? What is the main difference between the seal of the new founders of America in the Purge movies? Because the Purge represented a rebirth of the United States. That's what it said in the movie. It was a rebirth.
A rebirth. What does that sound like? To become reborn, right? Which comes back to the Phoenix, which is what? XRP. Very interesting.
Nation was reborn. Once a year, they enacted the Purge. It was only for 12 hours. It was at nighttime, and all law enforcement and EMS had to stand down, and everybody had to lock them.
No, the reason why Trump stated this is because it would remove it will remove the emotion of people becoming violent, right? If they were super violent in a time period, guys, which I don't know how that would make sense, but Trump suggested it.
Themselves in their homes. Here, 2 knives crossed right here, replacing what? What's it replacing? Look at that. Most of you don't even know what that really is. I know some of you are going to tell me. You're going to tell me it's 13 stars. That's what you're going to tell me. Yeah. But if you got a pin and you connected these stars, these 4 up here on the top, and these 4 going down to the bottom, and these 4 going back up here, and then you start at the top and you connect these 4 going to the right base, and then cross the foundation of the deal and go all the way back up, I just drew 2 interlocking triangles, a perfect Jewish star.
Yup. And check this out, guys. The exact picture from Mr. Poole on what he tweeted out. Right? Literally the same exact thing here. Crazy, huh?
What's going on with the Purge? These are scenes from the Purge movies. During a Purge night, all crime is legal, and there are robberies, vandalism, hacking, all kinds of things. Everybody wears masks for anonymity. Oh my God, is it too late to remain anonymous? So this is what's going on with the Purge. A lot of people participate because it's a financial boom. Most of the participants, though, have a bone to pick, but you're running a risk to even go out of your house. You're open game.
So I don't know why Trump even said that, guys, right? Maybe he was joking, but again, nothing is by coincidence, and we know this to be a fact. But why? That's so crazy. I guess it would actually remove from people, I guess it would make people not violent any longer, right? Because it's an annual event, once per year, guys. And that negative emotion, right, of being angry with society and everything, guys, would be no longer there, right, until a year later, and he could just release it all during the night, right, during that one Purge night. This is crazy.
So if you step out your house, even or maybe they can make up anything. Hey guys, there's a virus that's going to take over the whole internet. If we don't shut the whole internet down and shut all the now imagine a scenario when all internet and power goes out for 3 or 4 days. Imagine a scenario when the government even gives you a heads up and say, hey, everybody try to get home. Well, we're going to power down for whatever reason. We need to do this. Or maybe they can make up anything. Hey, guys, there's a virus that's going to take over the whole internet. If we don't shut the whole internet down and shut all the servers down for about 3 days so we can deal with this. And then when they shut the servers, the power, the plumbing, the electricity, and they all stay up. But they could shut the entire internet down under false pretenses. They could.
Exactly what we talked about. Blackouts, right? That literally matches up with the collapse of society. And everyone, and all hell breaks loose, and XRP moons at the same exact time.
And without the internet, there's no EMS. Without the internet, there's no police coming to save you. Because all law enforcement, by this time in 2025, have already upgraded all their systems to be integrated with all these servers. Yeah, there's no more independent law enforcement. They've all slaved themselves to the system, the internet.
So it's you at this point, you're by yourself, right? If it does happen. But I don't know, guys. It seems like crazy. But the reason I'm talking about this, right? Because number one, I just learned. Like, I think I probably forgot about this. Maybe I'm not sure. But I'm like, whoa, reading this again, right? Due to this video, and it reminded me, guys, or at least I just now learned about it. But because of Mr. Poole, right? He told us about the Purge. That's why it's kind of scary. And Mr. Poole's always right.
Before the Purge, every year, the elite offer low-income people financial incentives to volunteer. Also have a video called 2025 Lockdown. The video also talks about all these, and I'm actually showing a movie that's showing us a lockdown in 2025. It's really compelling movie. Everything that happens has a lot of Christian rights stuff in there, but I go scene by scene in the movie. It's a movie breakdown. But the scenario in the movie is that the United States gets locked down in 2025 and everything that happens. So I've got 5.
Interesting. Reminds me of like a Black Swan event. Perhaps maybe we'll tie into a recession. Perfectly planned, right?
It's crazy. So yeah. The main color of those who are immune from the purge is blue. There are some houses that put blue up. And if they put blue up on their house, everybody knows you better not go over there and mess with that house. They have purge immunity. And the consequences are nothing anybody wants to deal with. So leave them alone. Just leave them alone. There are purge immunity facilities and houses. And the color that shows that these people are protected against purge is always the color blue. That's crazy, isn't it?
If anybody,
all blue. Why blue? Right? And we just connected the dots right there. Did you guys see? Interesting. So yeah, I mean, it gets a little bit creepy here, guys. I mean, this is a long video, but I wanted to go in detail of what could be brewing. Maybe perhaps Mr. Poole. I hope Mr. Poole isn't wrong. It isn't right on this matter, right? Because this would be very scary. But this would be like a one-time thing, guys, every year, right? And Trump may be the trigger for it to bring upon some type of planned recession, maybe even the collapse.
Dark right now, but we have a financial boom coming in the very near future. I've been saying it. I've been saying about 12 years before 2040, it's going to be a fantastic economy.
So he says a financial boom is coming for America, guys, right? Which comes back to the stock market of America and then comes back to cryptocurrencies. When is that, after the collapse, or could it be before? Would make sense for it to be either way, before and then the collapse happens, right? Because everything's rising, and Trump did say he wants to bring back the golden era. Or if it's after, it would make sense too, because the new financial system is up and running, and then it just goes crazy, right? The economy booms throughout the stratosphere. Let's go skip ahead a bit.
2027, and then the beginning of 2028 before we get to Apollo Nemesius. So we're not even halfway through the second seal period, and it's already gotten very, very interesting. So this is a
so this seal, so the purge period, right, lasts until 2028 or so, guys. And it's already been crazy, so things may get crazier in society throughout the years, in the coming years.
We may see lockdowns for different reasons. They may be security reasons, but it's during the lockdowns that's going to be unusual. Because remember, so in the first Purge movie, the purge actually kicks off with a blackout. The first.
Oh, really? In the first, I haven't watched any of these Purge movies, but in the first Purge movie franchise, the Purge kicks off with a blackout. Hey, you guys know what that means? We were correct, right? They knew. Probably happens when the collapse happens.
Purge movie is a blackout. They literally turn the power off. Nobody has power. And the reason it's scheduled like that is because they have lock systems for different houses. These are purge. There's different companies that come in and build you purge-proof defense houses, and doors with reinforced steel behind them, and windows with bars and all that. So it's kind of ridiculous, but that's what they have. They have Purge Night, a nation reborn.
So that is pretty much it, guys. Could there be something brewing with literally the Purge? Right, and again, we're not making this stuff up. Mr. Poole hinted towards it. Archaix cracked the code there, and we tried to connect the dots here as well, from Trump, right, Mr. Poole, and how all these things could be coming up soon, guys. I mean, this literally comes from Trump himself. So there it is, guys. What now? I don't know. What now, huh? It was all our fault in the end. Very fascinating. Would it happen? Will it happen? Will it not? I don't know. But at least let's stay ahead of the game, and just in case. But if it ever were to happen, the government may give a heads up. But who knows, right? Who knows? I don't know. It's getting crazy out there, guys. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please like it. And yeah, stay safe out there. No, financial advice. Oh, and I do recommend you guys should watch this video. I'll have in the description below. And there it is. But anyways, that's all for this amazing. See ya.